What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we get on to this review, do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to click the little bell so you can be updated on when I post new videos. And do not forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My handles will be down below and on screen. Alright, so we start off where we left off. We're at Heavenly's house for the crab boil. And Heavenly is all in her feelings. We saw that Heavenly walked away from, what's that child's name? Quad. We saw that Heavenly walked away from Quad upset because Quad said that the things that are going on within the group isn't sisterly. And Heavenly got really offended and walked away. So she goes back outside to Toya and Simone and Contessa. And she is pissed off to the point where she brings up the incident that happened between Toya and Mariah in the first season. Now, if you was not watching Married to Medicine back then, Toya and Mariah got to fighting at some white woman's house or some shit, and these bitches were fighting by the pool and hitting people with purses. I'm a little messy, y'all, but that actually made me really like the show because these bitches were fighting on TV. I like a little fight. I like to see people fight. I'm sorry, I like to see people fight, but I just won't get in one. But yeah, so she brought that up, even though Heavenly was not even on that season, but she brought that up, and it kind of, she brought it up to say that the fact that Toya can forgive Mariah for the shit that happened back then, she feels that Quad can have the same kind of compassion and forgive people that that she feels like wasn't on her side. So Mariah got upset that Heavenly brought her up. Heavenly said, "I don't want to talk to you, bitch. Leave me the fuck alone," and walked away. Now, Heavenly goes over to Contessa and Simone and basically discussing the whole issue with Quad, about Quad. So Toya and Mariah came over because there was sort of a separation. It was Simone, Contessa, Heavenly, and then Toya and Mariah. Now, y'all notice that Toya and Mariah are like this season. When last season it was Toya and Quad, so she's a flip-flopper. But anyways, so they all sit there. They're sitting there, and Heavenly and Mariah start one big old arguing again. So Heavenly is talking about Mariah is a liar, talking about the cheating thing with Daddy, and Mariah says she got receipts and invoices to prove that he has been cheating. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I would never put anything past no man. I really wouldn't. I don't know. He could have been cheating before in the past. He could have done. I don't know, child. I don't really know. But she says she has receipts and all that. But I heard she did an interview, I think, with Hollywood Unlocked, and she said she was not telling the truth about that. So I don't really know these people's business. But yeah, so they started arguing about that, and basically Heavenly told her to get the hell out of her house. Mariah called Heavenly's house dirty and it's nasty, and Heavenly reserves to your mama. So she said Mama Lucy is ugly. These bitches go back and forth like they in the 7th grade. So Mariah decides to leave the house before she gets kicked out, even though Heavenly kind of kicked her out. So Quad comes over, and it is Quad and Simone. They decide to go to the side and have a conversation, and they're basically talking, and Simone is saying because they are friends, she feels like Quad should confide in them and let them know what's going on with her. I told you guys last week, I have a really big problem with that. I do not like people feeling like they can dictate what the fuck you tell them. I don't like that at all. So yeah, I just don't feel like you should force somebody to tell you their business. That is the one thing I just don't like. I don't like that. And I don't know if I'm in the minority. Y'all let me know. Is this something that y'all normally do? Because I tell my business when I'm ready to tell it. If somebody is upset that I won't tell them my information, then we just don't need to be friends then. Like, I don't like that. So let me know down below if this is something that y'all require from y'all friends. I don't like that. But anyway, Jackie finally comes to the party, and she can see that there's some sort of tension within Simone and Quad, so she knows that something happened. So Jackie is talking to them and just basically asking Quad how she's doing. So in the midst of this conversation, Quad starts crying, and just the full waterworks, the full dramatics. Quad is so damn dramatic. Okay, I am so sorry. I've said this before. In my personal opinion, I don't think Quad ever loved this man. I don't even think he even loved Quad like that. I just think that he saw a beautiful woman. He wanted a family. He wanted kids. Quad is not somebody that Dr. G would normally get in a regular day. Like, no, I just don't think that. But he got with Quad, she got with him. They both had their intentions and their thoughts about how this marriage was going to be. She wanted to be married to somebody who had money. He wanted to be married to somebody who was younger and could give him kids. And they just did not fulfill each other's wishes. I think that's all that is. The fact that Quad is on camera crying and just being so overly emotional, I don't believe it. I am sorry. Maybe my heart is cold as ice. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I just feel like Quad is just doing it up for the cameras, doing it up for sympathy. I just don't feel like she is this heartbroken over a motherfucker that she has not been sleeping in the same bedroom with since 2014. When Dr. G went on Frank and Wanda and said that him and Quad have been in separate bedrooms since 2014, I believe him. I believe him. If you do not know what I'm talking about, I did a video about it. I will post it up below. Yeah, he spilled some tea about their actual relationship, and I do believe him because we have been saying for many seasons that Quad does not love this man. It is evident by the way she talked to him. It is evident by the way she looked at him. Quad was not in this marriage. But I understand making this your storyline because everybody got to come with a storyline. But at the same time, she is overacting this whole thing. Like, I just don't believe all of this. I'm sorry. I don't believe the tears. But, like I will say again, I do believe that she has the right to tell her business when she's ready to tell it. I don't feel like you should force her to do so. So Quad apologizes to the girls for not being there, for not being present, for not confiding in them, which I don't feel like she had to apologize for not confiding. But she just apologizes because she wants them to be on the same accord. And the fact that everybody is upset with her, she just wants the beef to be squashed. So she apologized to them with all her tears and snot and everything like that. They all accept her apology. Kumbaya. Everybody's made up. Alright, so Mariah goes to Toya's house to basically have a table kitchen talk type thing. And they sit down and Toya asks her about these so-called receipts that she has as far as Damon cheating. And she said, yeah, she does have them. And she is not lying about that. I don't know. Anyways, so Toya brings up, Mariah actually brings up Contessa, and Toya says that she needs Contessa to apologize because Contessa has not been a good friend. I don't think Contessa needs to apologize to a motherfucking soul. I am really liking it. Let me just say this. I'm really liking Contessa this season. Last season I was too here for her because I don't like new people. But Contessa this season is actually becoming my favorite. Simone used to be my favorite. She has dwindled down. But Contessa has become one of my favorites for real because I like the brutal honesty that Contessa gives. I am brutally honest as well. Some people don't like the shit. I don't care. But I just, I like her. It's refreshing to see that she is not for the fuck shit. So, I appreciate you, Contessa. I do. Okay? Hopefully it sticks. But, with you, I don't know. But yeah, so Toya wants Contessa to apologize. I don't see for what. Because she had issues with her father. But I think Toya is harping on last season when Contessa was upset. Not even upset, but Contessa made fun of Toya having a party because she paid her bills. Everybody else was laughing at you, sis. Like, it was not just solely on Contessa because that was a stupid ass reason to have a party because you got out of debt. Then you put yourself in debt to have the party. Anyways. Alright, so we are at Contessa's house, and I like that every time we go to Contessa's house, she makes sure that she gets you on that you get her or we get her on camera with her kids, feeding and cooking for her kids. I do appreciate that because I've never seen any of these other women cook for their kids. But Contessa is making breakfast for her kids. It's like 6:30 in the morning, so they're getting up to go to school. The kids are a little depressed because today is the day that their grandfather is going back home, and they're a little sad that he's leaving, and Contessa is as well. So Contessa goes to her father's room. He's packing his clothes, getting ready to leave, and she's talking to him about him being sick, and she wants him to, when he talks to his doctor, to give her a call while he's there so she can kind of understand the severity of what's going on, because I think he's still in denial that he has cancer, even though she as a doctor knows that because of his levels he definitely does have cancer. So she wants to be on the phone to kind of reassure him and reassure herself that, everything will be okay. And she told him that, if you do have cancer, we'll work through it. I'm there for you. I will always be there for you. And then she brought up something that kind of reminded me of me. She said that when she was younger and her father wasn't there, she would make up things to kind of ease herself and ease her soul. She said that she would make up that her father was in the FBI and that's why he wasn't there. And actually, I used to do the same thing too. I used to make up all kinds of elaborate stories, and when my friends would ask me about my father, I would make shit up, just kind of like calming myself to make it seem like, okay, he's not here because he's off doing something amazing, knowing good and damn well he was not. So, that really made me, I think I connect with Contessa. That's the reason why I like her. So she said that, she's going to be there for her father. She was there for her mother, and she's going to be there for her father. She asked her father to be there for her. Contessa decided that she is going to have a mastectomy because breast cancer runs in her family. Her mother had breast cancer, and for her to prevent it from happening to her, she has decided to remove her breasts. That is, let me tell you something. That is something you have to be. And the fact that she's a doctor, I think, makes it more prevalent. But to jump ahead of it before it comes, that is a serious commitment. And I understand our breasts don't define us. I understand that. But that is like removing a major part of you as a woman. And the women that lose it, for her to do it ahead of it even happening to her, if it even does happen to her, that's strong, in my opinion. And her father said that he will be there. He wasn't there for her mother when she was sick, but he will be there for her, and they embraced. And I love Contessa's scenes. I really do, because Contessa is the only one that is bringing real life issues to the forefront. These other women, all you see them do is argue with each other and cuss and fight, but she is actually bringing awareness to Crohn's disease and cancer and all these different things as a doctor. So I do like the angle that Contessa is bringing to the show. These other bitches need to learn how to do what Contessa is doing, because they are just coming off as drama-filled people. And at a certain point, we kind of get tired of it. As like the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, I am this close to saying fuck that show, because I am tired of the same drama. Every season is the same shit. So, Married to Medicine, y'all need to kind of step it up a little bit. The drama is cute, but you need to bring more things to the table rather than cussing each other out. So we're at Jackie's office, and I do like the angle that Jackie does bring. Jackie is the only one that has patience, and she talks to her patients, and she does her exam. I mean, she don't show the exams on TV, but she has her patients, and she's always in her office. And I think that's why a lot of people, especially celebrities, go to Jackie. Simone, you see her in her office, but you don't see her like with patients like that. And Heavenly, I don't even think the bitch does teeth because she's never she's never at her office. So I do like that Jackie shows her work, and I think that's why she is one of the highly requested OBGYNs. So I appreciate you, Jackie. I like that you do that. But I am praising all these people. But anyways, Jackie is planning her fit knee competition. She does it every year. And this year she wants Curtis to help. So Curtis was not there last year because he was in the doghouse for doing what he was doing and it being on the blogs, just like how Dr. G is. But Curtis was not there. So this year Curtis is helping her with the fit knee thing. And Curtis shows up with flowers and some perfume, and he's so ugly to me. I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to shit on him. Curtis is not cute. Curtis is ugly. And one thing I don't do, I don't like moles. I don't like moles. He has this big ass mole plaster on his face. And every time I look at his face, I see nothing. I don't know what color his eyes are. I don't know how bright his smile is. All I see is that mole. I just don't like moles. I think he looks hideous. He just looks tall and lanky. His dick looks lazy. Alright, so Heavenly goes to the mind doctor's house, office, whatever. I don't know where this office is. I don't know if this is this man's house. I don't really know. But he comes in, and to me, he looks like he got too much Botox done. His face looks stiff, in my opinion. I don't know if I'm the only one. He looks like a money preacher. I don't trust him. But anyway, so he's talking with Heavenly, and Heavenly is telling him about the issue that happened at the Crab Boil with Mariah. She said that she cussed her out. She called her bitches a couple times in front of this man. And she said that she threw out her house. And she said that you would have done the same thing. And he said, if I had low emotional intelligence, I would do that. Bitch, he just called you stupid. He just called you dumb. Listen, I laughed so hard. And to me, it was like she understood it, but she kind of didn't. He just shaded you. But when it comes to her emotions, she is low in her emotional intelligence. She really is. She reverts back to your mama. And I'm like, you are a grown-ass woman in your, 40s, almost 50? I don't know how old you are. But you revert back to your mama. And I understand you from Miami, Dade County, whatever. I get it. But you have to bring something else to the table. Sometimes arguing just is not going to solve the situation. And Heavenly reverts to arguing as a means to win, I guess. So he's sitting there, he's asking her about conflicts within her life, and he asked her about her sister. Didn't know Heavenly had a sister, but she said that her and her sister did not have a relationship. Growing up, her sister was the pretty one, and Heavenly was the smart one. And her mom always told her that she would be a doctor, but never really told her sister anything as far as what she wanted her to be. So, she said that her and her sister do not have a relationship. They do not speak. Her sister, when she moved to Atlanta, her sister said that she didn't have a job. She didn't have nowhere to go. She allowed her sister to move in with her, but her sister talked shit about her, and she kicked her out, and she has not spoken to her sister. So she said her sister kind of reminds her of Mariah. So I think that's why she has such a rift with Mariah, because she has unresolved issues with her sister. So he brought up her mom and asked her how her relationship with her mom was. And Heavenly said that her mom never said she loved her, but she showed it. And that is one of the issues that Heavenly has. Heavenly does not know how to accept love. She does not know how to show it. And when she shows it in the most awkward way, with arguing. So she said that when she got with Damon, when he said that he loved her, she didn't believe him. She needed him to show her, because she didn't know when someone said I love you, she thought it was lies, which makes sense. And it's interesting, like, I think if you would talk to Heavenly's sister, Heavenly would think that her sister was the favorite, but Heavenly's sister might think she was she was the favorite of their mom, because she's the sister. Yes, she's pretty, but this other sister, your mom is telling her, you're going to be a doctor and you're smart and you're this and that and you're just a pretty one. So they both probably have issues stemming from their mom that they really do need to sit and talk about. But Heavenly really needs to kind of connect with her sister because she has some underlying issues. So he tells her that she needs to go back to where it started and go back to Miami and kind of resolve these issues that she had. So Heavenly's gonna go back to Miami, y'all. Alright, so Jackie and Curtis are at the Fitney competition thing and everybody starts showing up. Even Quad showed up. So I thought that was good. So they're gonna do this dodgeball thing. I do not like balls coming at my face at a high rate of speed. I just don't do that. I don't play dodgeball. I was never playing dodgeball in school. I don't like balls coming at me. I just don't. I just really don't. But they were playing dodgeball, but it was at the Sky Zone. So it was like trampolines, which looked fun, but I ain't playing it. So they were the doctors and the spouses. There were two different teams. And, you know, it was cute. It was fun. So then they played this catch the flag. And Jackie decided that she was going to bring all these women together and they can all heal. So she put the ones that were having conflicts together. So she had Simone and Quad together, Heavenly and Mariah and Toya and Contessa. So Quad and Simone kind of squashed their shit. Heavenly and Contessa really didn't. Not Heavenly and Contessa. Toya and Contessa really didn't. So Contessa pulled Toya aside to kind of apologize for the issue. She said that she's been going through some things with her father, and she kind of took it out on Toya. Toya didn't say, she said this in the confessional. She said that this was the wrong place to even talk about this, and she basically just did not want her apology, which she wanted the bitch to apologize. She apologized to you. Now what the fuck is the problem? I don't like her. I really don't like her, but we gonna get to her later on. Alright, so they do the catch the flag thing. Mariah did not want to deal with Heavenly. Heavenly did not want to deal with Mariah, but in that competition, who won? Contessa and Toya won. So they had a basketball hoop thing competition, and yeah, it was cute. Mariah and Heavenly won. They didn't even want to slap five with each other. It was just, these two just don't need to be friends. They just do not need to be friends because they've had issues before Heavenly even got on this show. So next we have Contessa meeting Toya for dinner to talk. Toya wanted to meet with Contessa. She didn't feel that the Fitney place was the right place to have a conversation. Contessa thought that they squashed their beef, so she don't know why she's even there. But Contessa comes in, and Toya is the whole apology thing. Like, Toya is making it seem like Contessa shot her dog, ran her kid over, and burglarized her house. That is how Toya is making it seem. Like, she is so hurt. And she, like she said, she is hurt because Contessa made fun of their party getting out the black party last year. It was stupid, Toya. It was a stupid idea for a party. You and your husband were in debt. And I'm sorry, I'm screaming, y'all. I've been drinking. You and your husband were in debt. You finally got out of debt. Well, he finally got out of debt because he was the only one working. But, whatever. Finally got out of debt. And the thing for you to do is to have an extravagant party to celebrate the fact that you paid your bill. Contessa was not the only one that thought that shit was stupid. Like, I don't know why you want her to apologize. Okay, she came to your last party. She thought the shit was stupid. Fine. This party, she had a genuine issue why she could not come. And you are upset. You, first of all, you shared her in front of all these people that came to celebrate with you, but you put the attention on her because she didn't come to your party, even though her husband was there as a representative for her. But you don't care about that. You just care that the bitch didn't come to your stupid ass party. Alright? Now you want her to apologize, which the bitch did apologize at the Fitney, but it was not the place you wanted her to apologize, so you brought her here to bring up the same fucking issues that she apologized for. Toya, what? You know what? Toya, I am getting, my head is about to hurt me. Like, I am getting a migraine right now. You need a job. You need some sort of got me stuttering and shit. You need some sort of extracurricular activity. You need a job. You need a hobby. Get on YouTube. Start a YouTube channel. Do something. Because you pick at these little mindless little shit and you want to create a whole fucking storyline. Start a channel. Girl, start learning how to crochet hair. Do quilting. Do something. Like, you are just ridiculous. And I'm like, I don't understand why this bitch is still mad. And Contessa, it was like, it's not that serious. Like, why are you making it to be this fucking serious? And Toya is getting offended that Contessa isn't taking it as serious as she is. So, the waiter comes over and Contessa, because Contessa has already said, I am done with this fuck shit. Contessa starts ordering something to eat and asking questions, probing questions. What's in the salad? How you make this? What y'all, can I substitute that? And Toya is sitting there getting so pissed off because Contessa is not taking it as serious. Bitch, y'all at a restaurant. The waiter came over. Contessa ordered food. So the guy asked Toya, did she want something to eat? Toya said, she's not ready yet. So Contessa tells Toya that it's obvious that she loves conflict. Toya got upset. Contessa got up and she decided to leave. And Toya said, bye, bitch. Contessa came back. I thought Contessa was going to hit her. But Contessa came back and sat down. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if something got edited out. I don't know. It was odd because Contessa came back, sat down, started drinking her drink, and Toya got up and left. And I'm like, something is missing right there. I don't know if they edited something out because it didn't connect. I don't know. It just didn't connect. Even my friend, she texted me and she was like, what the fuck just happened? I don't know, girl. It didn't connect. But she ordered another drink, which I would have done the same shit. And the episode ended. So that was the episode of Married to Medicine, y'all. These women are going to put my blood pressure high as shit. And I already have hypertension. But let me know what you thought about this episode. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to click the like button. Bye.